That time of night again, we're doing a good old-fashioned fish fry, and we're doing a strange double egg flour breading mixture, some extra butter and vegetables. We're doing our fries, and I'm gonna pick corn for tonight's extra vegetables. I was gonna do a broccoli, but that requires extra pan time. Being that we're already ahead of ourselves a little bit, why waste the extra time? No, I'm not throwing all the fries in with the fish tonight. I did do some travel videos if you want to go catch up on them. There are plenty of bonfire videos. Plenty of good scenery. Not a bad Memorial Day weekend. Could have been better. It could have been worse. But I'll take what we got, you know? I'll crunch the one that just fell on the floor. Still kind of got to make sure the potatoes are good. That's far away from everything else anyway. My new book of my old experiences at my last apartment shouldn't be too far away from being published. It's called Living with Ex-Cons. Keep your eyes peeled for it out in the bookstores. It's interesting how many people think that it's, one type of story when it's really a different type. It's all true, though. Probably about a week away from getting it fully finished. Grab myself a spatula. One of our nice, recently cleaned plates, and eventually I'll have to clean up this mess a little bit more to get some actual good prepping area. Eventually. Not looking like I'm getting into it yet. That's really why you can't really throw that in there like that. Because of how much we've got in there already, it's going to take a lot more grease, a lot more effort I just thought I'd do that as a little extra experiment. Damn, can't hold nothing today. Fish and lemon juice. I'm gonna have to do a whole new grease layout when these are done. That's basically a given. Problem solved. That thing goes off every time. Anytime I try to cook something. It doesn't even matter if it's in the oven. That thing goes off. Doesn't even matter if it's been in there for like a minute. It's the first thing that thing does. Oh, you're cooking something. Beep! Ooh. Never mind, I'm not doing corn. Definitely have to do the broccoli, because the broccoli, unlike most things, takes up a lot of the extra grease when I'm cooking it. It's going to take up a lot of the extra stuff that the fish doesn't take that's coating the skin of it. As far as I've come to know when cooking in broccoli. I don't know what it is about people today, but I've always had an irritation with people who can't really get a, what you want to call it behind it, tomatoes. I don't understand why people don't like them. They're a sodium sponge, in my opinion, and they go great in salad. I mean, sure, they burn easier, but, you know, I got no problem with it. I also got to get a different pan. I mean, sure, I usually use this one when I'm making fish and fries, but not tonight. I got it for fish. Fish is one thing. Fries are a completely different beast. I'm going to use this guy instead. You know, I actually have a bigger one. The reason I want to do that instead of an actual frying pan is, sure, either I can use this with absolutely no edge, or I can try to use a saucepan which has a decent edge. I want to find a good one. That one. This one. Reason I want to do that, this edge, a little extra protection for me. I find. That fish took a number on my skin just now. Okay, so what I need to do now add this some extra butter, some extra seasonings as they go in. Ever. Back up. Pilot light went out. Enough. Now, I truly really don't need this spatula all that much. I just really needed that motor for the fish. As I've done before with many different things, all I really need to do when I'm making fries is have the oil, spice them up, a little butter, ready to roll. But I'm definitely using a knife or a fork. I can clean this guy right now if I really had to. Those one of these days. Watch these little lids. My hand underneath the other pan. Most important part about cooking, I've always learned, clean up. And you can wait and clean up till the end of everything and then have to do extra time and work, but I've always found it. I was always told when I used to be a dishwasher, if I ever went and cooked, I should always learn to clean up while I'm cooking. Pork. another one that hit the floor. I'll just wash it off like I did. And just extra, do a little extra sanitization. Extra iron. Hint of salt. Don't need oregano anytime soon. Garlic salt. Most important thing, where's my cup? Oh, my cup's holding it. Hydration. Most important thing currently available. Goes my nifty fry bowl. Take one of the small ones as a test fry. Take one of the big ones. Beautiful. A little underdone, but otherwise it's beautiful. The way I slice these, they're not going to really look too golden brown unless I really get them overdone. I don't want to do that. I mean, I can do that, but for these, not so much. For example, that's not bad. That's okay too. That one's overdone. That one's done exactly where it should be. That one's good. That one's definitely good. Those are definitely good. So are those. Those are a little overdone. Get the other ones out first because those are still able to get too crispy. We don't want too crispy, we want just right. This one is the only one that's over crispy, and the obvious reason is size. But it's still good. You don't really want to get too close to that grease because it'll burn you. Again, that's another reason why I got the size pan and the type of pan that I'm using. I keep most of my food when it's not out being used in the fridge because right now I've kind of hit the back end of cleaning up a infestation here in my home, prompted by the one of my neighbors who couldn't stop leaving trash all over the front yard. It's not the first time I hear this apartment's been infested, but it will be hopefully the last as long as I'm here. Now, I could do this one of two ways. I can rip this package open, put them in another bowl, microwave with butter and salt. However, I'm going to do my other trick tonight. When these fries are done, I'm going to rinse and wash out the grease, still be able to throw butter, salt, and some other little spices in there with it, and fry them. And they'll still not be fried. Any deal. You'll see. I paid these little to no attention, not nearly as much as some of the other times. But I'm also going to pull out the ones that really over crispified really quickly. Double check them. It's fine. That'll be fine for another minute. Not bad. Right. I forgot the other most important ingredient. I should just leave this out. Butter is one of the key players in this. Butter tends to hold more of the spices in it. Now the usual technique for these is to throw a few in when you take a few out, typically. I tend to just wait until the whole lot is about done so I don't confuse the earlier ones for the later ones, typically, but you never know. Not always is it the easiest thing to remember. so hyped about making videos. I'm sure it's hell not all the time. Sorry, I got off in a trail of thought there. I don't mind making videos now and then. There's just some people I know who take it too far. I'm not going to name anybody because that would be rude.